everyone, today we are going to be looking at the free online resource, A Basic Course in the Theory of Interest and Derivative Markets for exam FM2, link in the description below. I am covering problems 1 through 5, so grab your cup of tea because today is the day that we study. Problem number 1, you invest $3,200 in a savings account on January 1st, 2004. On December 31st, 2004, the account has accumulated to $3,294.08. What is the annual interest rate? Okay, so with the December 31st, they're just kind of trying to make the problem harder than it needs to be. We're just going to think in terms of the next year of 2005, since it's 1 day later, taking the present value and accumulating it for the 1 year to get to our future value. We divide, we subtract 1, and solve for I. Okay, problem number 2. You borrow $12,000 from a bank. The loan is to be repaid in full in 1 year time with a payment due of $12,780. What is the interest amount paid on the loan, and what is the annual interest rate? I'm going to make the present value negative because the $12,000, since I'm borrowing it, that's debt to me, so in my eyes I think of it being negative. Also, if you throw this into your financial calculator, I always make the present value negative. I think some people will have the future value be negative, but in my eyes I always just think that it's easier to have the present value be negative. Do what works for you. Setting up the equation, we have our present value accumulated with the interest to get to our future value. Divide over, subtract the 1, and solve for I. Now that we have our interest rate, to be able to figure out the interest amount that we paid on the whole loan, we use the equation original balance times the interest rate, and we get 780. Problem 3. The current interest rate quoted by a bank on its savings account is 9% per year. You open an account with a deposit of $1,000. Assuming there are no transactions on the account, such as deposits or withdrawing during the full year, what will be the amount value in the account at the end of the year? $1,000 accumulated at 9% for 1 year equals a future value of $1,090. Problem 4. The simplest example of interest is a loan agreement 2 children might make. I will lend you $1, but every day you keep it, you owe me 1 penny. Write down a formula expressing the amount value after t days. Okay, so let's create a timeline of this. We're going to borrow $1 here at time 0, and then a day later we owe a penny, and then another day later we owe another penny, and this is going to continue for t days. So then that would just be $1 plus the penny for t days. Problem 5. When interest is calculated on the original principal only, it is called simple interest. Accumulated interest from prior periods is not used in calculations for the following periods. In this case, the amount value A, the principal P, the period of investment T, and the annual interest rate I are related by the formula A equals P1 plus IT. At what rate will $500 accumulate to $615 in 2.5 years? 615 is our future value and 500 is our present value that we are accumulating. Simple interest, we're going to divide over the 500, subtract the 1, and now divide 0.23 by 2.5, and we get I equal to 0.092. Problem 6. Using the formula of the previous problem, in how many years will 500 accumulate to 630 if the annual interest rate is 7.8%? Okay, so we have 630 equal to 500 accumulating at the simple interest rate, and we want to figure out what t is. We can distribute over the 500, subtract 500 from 630, and then divide by 39, and we get t. Thanks for watching, everyone. If this video helped you, please give it a like and subscribe for future studies.